chat's healthy on here.
Are you guys hip with the times?
All right, Smurf, pack it out. All right, so we have done so far the front and the back, and now we are on the third page. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is my mental awareness in the right spot?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I have questions with the very bottom of the page. Those are the answers. Oh. Questions on 18 or 19? Are we okay? Or 20? 19 you're in. All right. The cost of new boots. Yeah, we're shopping.
Yeah.
Cost of new boots was $150.91. That price includes a 7.8% tax. What was the list price of your boots? Okay, so are you going to pay less than $150.91? Is the list price going to be less than that?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do this one of two ways. So that price, $150.91, includes that 7.8% sales tax. Agreed?
Yeah.
So I can do this. So let's take 100%. You still with me?
Yes, sir.
And let's subtract 7.8% from that. What does that come out to? What
That
percent?
comes out to 92.2.
92.2%. So I'm going to convert that to a true decimal, which is 0.922. Is that okay? It's the third page, front, back, front.
Mr. Sherb, you said 0.922, but you wrote 0.992.
0.922. Tried to write it again.
I'm just here to keep you in check.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to take, so this price includes the tax, but if I multiply this price times 0.9222, I should get my original price. Oh my gosh, I did it again. 922. So multiply that. Whatever that multiplies out to should be your answer.
Let's do
18, we're in. Okay, so I think you all could do that on your own, right? Number 18, a craft shop pays you $40 for each craft class you teach, plus $1.50 for each person who participates in the class. You recently received $56.50. How many people are in your class? Okay. All right, so you get $40 for a flat rate, and then they give you $1.50 per student in your class. So you got a paycheck for $56.50. So how many people took your class? Well, I would subtract the 40 from that first off. And so I get $16.50. And then $16.50 divided by the $1.50, whatever that comes out to. Hopefully it's a whole number because we didn't teach somebody with missing limbs. Is that really a lesser person? I have to explain that in Algebra 1 sometimes. We're going to round up to the nearest person. Yeah, well, what's 0.58 of a person? Guy with no legs and guy with no arms and no legs that we lay in front of the door, we call him Matt.
That's funny. Real comedy.
Yay! And then I think I have a moment or so. Let's go to the front, back, front, back. So at the very top says Unit 2, graph the lines. So I'm on this front page. Let's see it on the graph. Does anyone need to know how to graph or verify if things parallel or perpendicular or finding K when I gave you 2 points where one of the things is unknown and you know the slope? Yeah. 8. Okay. 8's a classic problem. So we have K comma -2 and we have -5 comma 7, and they told us we have a slope of -3/4. So we have to remember our slope equation is the change in the y's over the change in the x's, or subtract the x's. Everyone agree with that so far? So let's go back to Algebra 1 and say, hey, make sure we put our labels. Doesn't matter which one's labeled x1, y1, x2, y2. No, I could have flip-flopped them. Let's plug those into our slope equation. So I know my slope is -3/4. equals y2 I have labeled as 7 minus negative 2. And then I have negative 5 minus k. Agree? So then just doing a little bit of math, a little arithmetic here. Putting the 3 with the negative with the 3. 7 minus 2 is 9. And I'm going to just put this in parentheses because that's kind of a quantity, right? Cross multiplication. So I'm going to get, let's see, that's going to be 15 plus 3k equals 36. Subtract 15. So that's going to be, what is that, 21? So I find that k equals 7. So my point of 7 comma negative 2 and negative 5, 7 will have a slope of negative 3/4. Anything else on that page? Good to go? And I think we have time to go smidge further. Go to the one next to 10 through 16. So that's on the front, the back, the front, the back, and the front.
Do 16.
16, I'm in.
Just forget it.
Okay, it says a football booster club is selling t-shirts. The table has the inventory. Enter the data into your calculator. Okay. Is it ready? All right, let's enter that data into the calculator. So remember on this, we need to go second y equals, and we need to turn our plot on if it's not on yet. Still with me?
Yeah.
Okay, good to go there. Quit out of that. I want to start plugging data in. How do I plug data in? I forgot. It's stat, and then edit, and then I need to clear these out. So go up and hit clear, and go over and up and hit clear. And so number of days is going to be 2, 5, 6, 8, and 10. Yes?
Yep.
And then list 2 is going to be the 694 and the 484 and the 412 and the 260 and the 98. Is my data right? Okay. And so then I'm going to go to, I can hit, let's go to y equals real quick. Let's clear out any information. I don't want that there anymore. So then I can hit zoom. And how do I zoom my statistics when I zoom it? Zoom stat. So that's number 9. So hey, that looks like a nice linear equation. Now let's have the calculator do our math for us. And we don't need to find the r values, so we're okay. So I'm going to go y equals where, or wait, I'm going to go stat, I'm going to go calculate, and it's a linear regression because it's a line, so it's number 4. Okay? Dealing with list 1, list 2, hit calculate. And if you don't see the r values, I don't think it's asking for it, but if it asks for it on the final and your r value doesn't show up, let me know during the final. Happy to turn that on for you. So right now I have a linear equation of negative 74.39. That's my slope. And then my y-intercept or my b value is 850.83. Okay, just run 2 decimals. Is that okay? Okay, so enter the data and calculator to find the equation of best fit. So does everyone feel comfortable that it's going to be y equals negative 74.39x plus 850.83? Sound good? Explain what the slope means in the context of the problem. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what we're doing. Okay, it says football booster selling spirit shirts for the playoff game. Table shows the inventory of several things. So number of shirts is the y value. So what does the slope mean? So for you sell roughly 74 shirts per day. Make sense? Okay. And then explain what the y-intercept means. The y-intercept is, I guess we would have to label it as 850 or 851. I mean, some of you are going to pick 850 because you're going to round down. Some of you are going to pick 851 because you round it up, right? So I would accept both answers. So yeah, I understand. It is missing sleeves. All right. So if I chose 850, I could say I started with 850 shirts. If you picked 851, I started with 851 shirts. I think they're both appropriate answers. And then use your equation to predict the x-intercept. So let's go into y equals. Where do I find to put that equation in that I just made? Where do I find that equation that's saved in the calculator? Bars, good. And then statistics, and then equation, and then hit enter, right? And hit graph. What do you got? Done? Yay. Computer? Yes. Grab one, and you have your own, right? See if it's on. It might be on right now. It didn't? Did you find the you found the linear equation?
Yeah, it just puts a bunch of numbers in and then goes back.
It didn't graph the
Oh, I don't know. All right, so let's zoom out. So can I see my x-intercept?
Yes.
What's my x-intercept known as?
0.
It's a 0. Good. So I want to find my 0. So I'm going to go second, calculate. I want to find my 0. So I'm on left bound, enter. Go to the right bound. Remember, a sign change has to take place. I have a sign change that took place. Cool. Enter. What does 11.43 mean in the context of this problem?
11 days.
Yeah, at 11.43 days after I started selling shirts, I'm all out. I'm all out.
11 days.
That's pretty good.
Cool. Put this away for a different day. Get homework out from last time. We asked you to do the evens on worksheet 7A, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
I don't know how clear to get
Oh,
clear.
we'll get that today. Cool.
Because it had like, for like, it was just like one.
Uh-huh.
So I, like,
I'm with you.
class,
I'm with
I
you.
didn't know how to clear it.
We're-
So it's
I'll
just
show
like,
you today.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't become pros with it yet. We'll get there. All right. Is everyone okay with 2 and 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone okay with 6, 8, 10, 12, or 14? Or do you need to see any of those?
Those are easy.
You want just number 10? So let's use the calculator for it. I'm going to turn my stat plot off because I don't want to deal with it. Probably wouldn't interfere with anything anyhow. Oh, I turned them on. Great. Second stat plot. Turn them off. Number 5. Dude, I swear. Y equals. Move up.
Give it back, bro. That's not fair.
What happened?
It's okay, that's
What? Are we like 2?
Wow, actually.
All right, so those are off now. All right, I want to plug my matrix in. So I'm going to go under second matrix. Everyone still with me? Looks like I still have old information from last time. I'm going to plug in a 3x3. Oh my gosh, my stuff is off. I want a 3 there. Enter. By 3. Cool. All right. And then my matrix C is 0, enter. This is number 10, right? Negative 1, enter. And then I have 12, 9, 5, 0, negative 3, 3, and 2. So once I have everything plugged in, what should I do next? On or off? Okay.
Second
Wait, give me a sec.
I gotta turn something on real quick.
Which one are we doing?
Two. Was it? It's H through N, right?
Yeah. Which one are we doing?
Waiting for response. It's in. Should show up for you now.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. So what should I do once the whole matrix is plugged in? Yeah, I need to quit out of it because if I start trying to do other stuff, it's going to try and put it in that last cell. Okay. So then I am. Let's see. I'm multiplying by negative 2/3. I'm going to go negative 2/3 in parentheses. Okay, yes, there is a fraction bar on your calculator someplace, but that's how you'd plug 2/3 in as a fraction if you didn't find it. And then I'm going to go second, matrix, and it looks like we're using C for whatever reason. And then you guys want to see, this is like magic. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Eyes up here. Everything's a decimal, right? You want to see the greatest thing ever?
Yes.
Math, fraction, enter, enter, boom. Everything's a fraction.
Why did we never know that? Yeah.
Best key ever.
Show that one again.
All right,
Go
so
back.
you go math, fraction number 1, and then you hit enter for the answer, whatever your answer is. So what's cool is like, let's say you have 0.256, enter, okay, and you want to know what the fraction that goes with it, the reduced fraction, math, fraction,
I wish we
enter, boom, 32 over 125.
Why did
Drop the mic.
Why did
Why did question?
After I do that,
So you're all plugged in, so second quit, so you quit out of it. And then we're going to go negative 2/3, what is that, what it was? Times matrix A, enter, and then best key ever. Oh, I was on CPU, love yours on A. And then fraction enter, boom, there's all your fraction answers.
wow.
Best key ever. All right, any other questions on that front side? 16. Okay. All right, number 16. Let's see what that says. Number 16, we have it looks like x is equal to 3 and 4 is equal to x. I think this one was supposed to be a y. I think it might have been a misprint. So you literally, so you have, what's the first matrix? 1, 2, x and 4. And then that's equal to what? Like that? So you take this, and it's equal to that, because they're sitting in the same spot. And then this is equal to that, because they're sitting in the same spot. I think that second x is supposed to be a y. I think it was a misprint by us.
Hey, it makes my x into 10.8.
So x will have a value that's put in there. This is what happens on your calculator. So if you have just x like you're graphing it or something like that, that's something. So if I, watch this, ready? X equals, mine's different. But what this means is like, let's say I have 8975, let's say I have some big old number, and I don't want to keep typing it in. I'm going to hit store x, and now when I hit x, it comes back up with what I made it equal to. But if you keep it as, if you're graphing it, it's not looking at x as a value, it's looking at x as your variable. But if you just use on the regular screen, so like if I want x subtract, it's whatever my x value was. Okay. All right. Back page 18 and 19 and 20. Says the matrices on 18, the matrices below show that health insurance premium costs for the next 2 years. Premiums are determined by whether an individual or family is insured or by the level of insurance selected. Create a matrix that represents the change in the premium price from this year to next year. So what does change in price mean? What math operation is taking place? Subtraction. Okay? So on 18, all you're doing is you're creating your matrices, and I'd plug it into the calculator because why do arithmetic? But you have 694.32. Yes, there's more here, more here, more here, more here, more here. Then I would subtract it from whatever this matrix is. And there's stuff here, 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 here. Again, I'd plug it in and I'd go this matrix, subtract this matrix. I'd plug them in the calculator, let it do the arithmetic for you. Cool? And then your answer would be the difference in price for individuals and families as far as the columns still stay the same. 19 is done the exact same way. Let's see, it says energy production and consumption is measured in BTUs. The matrices represent the U.S. production and consumption of 3 years of energy in 1980 and 1990. Create a matrix. Well, the matrix is already there. So put it on your calculator. And then And then find the difference. Find the difference, or subtracting this matrices from this matrices, so it's done the exact same way. And then number 20 says the matrices below, so I'd have matrix A be game 1, matrix B game 2, matrix 3 game 3, matrix 4 game 4, all in the calculator. And create a matrix representing hits, runs, RBIs for each team. Be sure to include the labels. And then hits, runs, batted for San Diego and New York. 1. Create my. Yeah, I think you're just making the matrices. I don't think you're doing anything else. Cool. Yay? Everyone happy? You were here. You were here, so put a 4 on the top. Yeah.
Just for like 2. And it says determine the dimensions.
So it's rows. Count how many? By column. So I don't know how many rows we've done number 2. 6 by 2? 5 by 2? Don't pass them up. Put a 4 on it. I'll put credit in for you because you were already here. Okay?
Thanks.
Makes it easier for me. Less paperwork to hand back.
Thank you.
Okay, calculators are out, I hope, because we're doing this based on the calculator.
You know it.
What, I'm taking this?
No, I'm putting a 4 in for you right now. Well, no, I don't have the test graded yet because I still have people that are completing them.
Mine is probably like a
So it'll be graded sometime next week. All right. So let's see. This is a school club sold popcorn and cotton candy for 3 days during Spear Week. They recorded this in their sales chart. If they charge $1 for popcorn and $2 for cotton candy, how would we find the total collected in sales for the day? Okay. So they're charging $1 for popcorn and $2 for candy. And then I'm going to multiply that times the 110, 75, 152. Then I'm going to go 205, 180, and 193. Now, I want you to make sure you understand this. And these will be multiplied together eventually. That's not a decimal, that's a multiplication dot, okay? So, what is the dimension of this little tiny matrix C right here? 2 rows by
1.
So that's a 2 by 1. Agree? Does everyone agree with how I labeled that first matrix C? What is this matrix C right here?
3 by 1.
How many rows?
2 by 3.
By
3.
3? Okay. Okay. So I might have had this set up incorrectly. Can I multiply a 2 by 1 with a 2 by 3? No, why not? This inside dimension has to match. Okay? So I'm going to flip-flop this one. I maybe made this one wrong. Maybe it should be a 1 by 2. Okay? So I'm going to ignore this one. And I'm going to multiply this 1 by 2 times this 2 by 3. Can I multiply a 1 by 2 and a 2 by 3 together?
Yes.
And what will my result matrix C be? What's my outside dimension? 1 by 3. So my answer is going to be a 1 by 3. So when it's in 3 different columns, those columns are already going to be set up for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I want to plug these into my calculator now. Y'all ready? So yes, you're more than welcome to do matrix multiplication by hand if you'd like, but I'm not. All right, second matrix. Oh shoot, I gotta turn that off. Here. Here.
I added.
All right,
I did.
second matrix. Yes. So I'm gonna edit my first one. I'm gonna make it a 1 by 2. Agreed?
Wait, go back.
Going back. Right here.
Go back. How did you get there?
Second matrix.
Second.
So second x to the minus 1. You with me? Edit. I moved over.
didn't work. Okay.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna edit the first one.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it a 1 by 2. Still with me?
Okay.
And I'm gonna change it to 1 and 2. 1, enter, 2, enter. So that's now my 1 by 2 matrix C. Agree?
Yes.
Okay, so that was matrix C A. So I'm gonna quit. Second mode. I'm just gonna clear my screen because I don't need anything on there. So my next one is gonna be a 2 by 3. Agreed?
Yes.
So I'm gonna go second matrix again. I'm gonna edit. Which one am I gonna edit this time?
B.
I think I can do B. And B's already set up as a 2 by 3, but I need to change my values down here, so I'm going to arrow to it. So I have 110 here.
Shit.
I have 75 here.
Wait.
If you make an error, just arrow back to where you need to and change it. 152 here. Okay, because that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the popcorn. And now this is 205. Enter. And I have 180. Enter. And I have 193, enter. Okay, does that matrix C look right? Mm-hmm. And they charged $1 for the popcorn, which is our first row, and they charged $2 for cotton candy, which is their second. So this is correct. Quit out of it. So second mode, which is how you quit. I want to multiply them now, right? Second matrix, still with me? Matrix CA times second matrix again, letter B, hit enter. So they made on Monday $520. On Wednesday they made $435, and on Friday they made $438. Yeah.
Wait, how did you multiply? I keep missing.
Second matrix A, the times button. Second matrix B, enter.
I got you. Okay.
Would you have a question?
Dope.
So how did you get like so it's like 1 and 2, right?
So
How did you get it? Like how you
I just changed. I just literally took it and went like this.
It doesn't make that work like that.
So,
'Cause that's a 1. That's a 1 by 2.
so that is a 1 by 2. Yeah. If I change it to 1 by 2, so write 1 by 2 right underneath. Okay. Being that this and this match, because you're going to multiply this times this, being those match, that's good. That the result is going to be a 1 by 3, which we have up there with 1 row, 3 columns. Everyone happy?
Like, I know it's okay. I was not listening.
All right. I believe the next page of our notes is what we just did. Agreed? That was just that, right? Do you want me to show you how to do this longhand?
Yeah.
You got about 20 minutes? Okay. All right. So, we're doing it just together. So, this is just finishing that problem. So, this is the longhand version of how you would multiply the matrices together. Does that look like it might be a little bit more work?
Yeah.
Do you prefer the calculator?
Yeah.
Don't change.
Okay.
So I'll let you use a calculator. Okay, can any of these matrices be multiplied together? So this one is a 1 by 3, agreed? This one is a 2 by 2, agreed?
Yes.
Can I multiply either of those together? No. This one is a 2 by 3. Can that be multiplied with any matrix? Yeah, it can multiply. If I multiply B times C, if I can multiply B times C in that order, yes. Okay, shh. I can't multiply C times B. This is why. If I took C, which was a 2 by 3, and I tried to multiply it with a 2 by 2 matrix,
Nope.
do my inside dimensions match?
No.
No, that won't work. But if I flip-flop it and I go, can I do a 2 by 2 times a 2 by 3? If my inside dimensions match. Exact same matrices, but order matters how you multiply matrices. And that means the outside numbers is your answer will be a 2 by 3 matrix answer. Okay? So this one is a 3 by 3. Okay? Can I multiply this 3 by 3 with A? Can I go A times D?
Yeah.
Can I go D times A? No, the inside dimensions won't match if I go D times A, right? And then C times
Yes.
D? Can I go D times C? No. So order is important when multiplying. What's the dimensions of this matrix C right here?
1 by 3. 3 by 1.
3 rows by 1. So that's a 3 by 1. Okay, so that A and E can multiply together inside dimensions. E can also be multiplied times A. Good call.
And C
Now,
times
hang on. Hang on. I want to show you one thing. Let's do this on the calculator real quick. Let's do this on the calculator. Let me get to the right page so I can see it. Okay, I'm going to put in matrix CA and matrix CE on the calculator. Is that okay? I want you to see something. Ready? Go here. Turn that to that. Go here. All right. Second. X to the 1. Oh. Second here. All right. So I'm going to edit number 1. I'm going to edit number 1. And number 1, as we have it sitting there, is a 1 by 3, right?
Yeah.
So 1 by 3. And let's put my values in. 1, 2, 3. Everyone with me still?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do what is my next step to do another matrix? Second quit or second mode. Second mode's going to quit out. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go back to my matrices.
What happens if we don't quit out?
It's going to try and store it in that last little bracket, whatever you do. Okay, so I'm going to edit letter B. Okay, and so the one we're looking at is actually E, right? E is the one we wanted to multiply. So that is a 3 by 1. Okay, and let's put those values in. I got -2, 3, and 4. Okay, second quit. Ready? So we used it, matrix C, A, and B. And we just saw from our notes, right? If I multiply A times E inside dimensions match, which means I get a 1 by 1, which is a number. If I multiply E times A inside dimensions match, and my answer is a 3 by 3. Two very different answers. Yes?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back on our matrix C. So let's just prove that. Second matrix A times second matrix B. I get my 1 by 1. I get 16. It's a single number. If I go second matrix B times second matrix A, look what I get. Exact same matrices multiplied together. Is 16 a very different number than this 3 by 3 matrix? This is like Sesame Street. Which one looks different? Well, they're both different from each other, right? So order is important when you're multiplying matrices. Okay, you have to look at those inside dimensions. Okay, don't want to go there. I want to go here. All right, and then I have this last one is a 1 by 2. That 1 by 2 can multiply here in that order. F times C. You can't go C times F because the inner dimension. And then that can multiply with this as well. So it has to be F times B. You can't go B times F because the inner dimensions don't match. And then that is, I can actually multiply E and F together because inside dimensions match, right? And then what else? Anything else with F? No, we're good. Okay? So can any of those matrices be added together? Are any of the matrices the exact same dimensions? 1 by 3, 2 by 2, 2 by 3, 1 by 2, 3 by 1, 3 by 3. I can't add or subtract any of those matrices. They have to be the same exact dimensions to add. And then it's adding part to part. Huh?
You can only multiply them.
Same inside.
Divide them.
We're not going to go there yet.
Okay.
We use something called Kramer's rule, and we're not going to learn Kramer's rule. Okay? All right. I think I'm okay there. I'm going to move forward a little bit. We're okay with this. Gosh, that looks like the same slide for the most part. Cool, those are there. Find the product. Is everybody okay with putting that 1, 2, 3, 4 in as a 2 by 4 or 2 by 2 and the 0, 1? Or can you put those both in and multiply them? Let's move on.
Way to do it.
I wanted to get to this one. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you could put those in your calculator. You could do a 2 by 1, just enter those numbers and then multiply them together, and it'll come out.
But you're never gonna make us actually like write.
No, that's silly. Well, that's silly for in this class. When you get to linear algebra, like 5 math classes from now, they probably will make you do it, but it's for different reasons. You don't have to take linear. Most degrees out there don't require 300 and 400 level math classes. All right. So we're ignoring this. We're ignoring this. We are using a calculator. Okay, we're crossing it out. All right, ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna put this in as matrix CA. Is that okay? I'm not worried about putting X and Y in as a matrix C. And then I'm gonna put this in as matrix CB. Okay? Now, this is the fundamental portion of math that's taking place with this problem. If I had -3 times X equals 18, let's go way back to Algebra 1, one-step equation. What would I have to do to both sides? Divide by -3. So I have to do the inverse operation. Does that make sense? I have to do the inverse operation to move this over.
You have to divide.
So hang on. Don't panic. We're going to get there. We're going to do the inverse operation. So that means I need to find the inverse of this. Now before you panic, there's a button for it. Okay? And if I do the inverse operation of this, I will just tell you that the inverse operation of this will result in another 2 by 2 matrix C. Is that okay to say that?
Yes.
Is that okay? So that means that this times whatever's inverse, so this is a 2 by 1. So I'd have to multiply my 2 by 2, and then I'm going to put inverse here. Okay? Inside dimensions match. Remember, order is important, how you multiply these, right? We okay? So by me doing this is going to allow me to find X and Y. We good?
Always good.
All right, let's put these two matrices into our calculator. Because we have the technology, we need to use it. Okay, second matrix. Still with me?
Yep.
Edit. Still with me?
Yep.
I'm going to edit number 1. I'm going to make it a 2, enter, 2, enter. And I'm going to put in 1, got it, 1, got it, 2, got it, -3, got it?
Yes.
Happy?
Yes.
What do I do to put the other matrix in? Second mode, so quit.
Second B.
Okay, second matrix. And I'm going to go to edit on B. Sounds good. Letter B. And B is a 2 by 1. 2, enter, 1, enter. And then I have 6 and 22. Agree? Second mode. Thank you. All right. So remember, we're going to multiply matrix CB times the inverse of matrix CA. Everyone with me in this adventure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, matrix CB. So second matrix CB times matrix CA. But don't hit enter yet. Don't hit enter yet. What did I say we have to do to matrix CA?
Inverse.
Inverse? All right. You know the button you keep hitting to get to matrix C?
Yeah.
What does that key say?
X.
X to the -1, right? So I'm going to raise that to x to the -1. That means inverse. Hit enter. Whoa! What did I do wrong?
Wait, so do you have to do B?
What?
Hang on. I goofed up someplace. Nope, not that. Clear. Second. Enter. Clear. Second. Enter. X. Oh, shoot, I did it again. Clear. Second. Enter. Clear. Second. Matrix. 1. X to the my gosh. Oh, if I wanted to square it, there's squared. I don't want that squared. Second matrix, 1. Okay, I get this right.
It's right here.
Okay. Huh. Ooh, there's decimals. Oh, there's decimals. Oh boy. How do I make them fractions?
Yeah,
Math. Fraction. Enter. How cool is that? So I'm going to take that matrix C. Still with me? I'm going to take that matrix C and I'm going to multiply it times my other one. Watch without even going into matrices. Ready? Times. You still with me?
Yes.
Because you want to know what this answer is? This. Got it? Second, and I'm multiplying by what matrix C?
B.
B, number 2. Enter. There's my answer.
Whoa.
That's insane.
I totally understand.
All of the rest of this is what I just taught. All of the rest of this is what I just taught. Okay? So let's do this. Let's do this for next time. Let's do this for next time. What do you say? I give you 7B evens again. So 7B evens. Everyone happy with that?
He's 13 years old, but
Is everybody okay that being of you are here? You got a 4 out of 4. If you're absent, you got turned in. Make sense? Peace out. Good. Love you guys.